Ricky Gervais makes joke accidentally hints at Starmer. Sunak backroom chat everyone ignored. You probably missed it, but Ricky Gervais might have just let something slip during a comedy rant of all things. No headlines covered it. No major news outlet picked it up. But those paying close attention, they noticed something. A name drop, a strange smirk, and then a one-liner that set political Twitter on fire. Because what Gervais joked about might not be a joke at all. And now, people are asking, did Ricky Gervais just hint at a private conversation between Keir Starmer and Rishi Sunak that wasn't meant to be public? Let's break it down. It happened during a charity gala, an off-script moment during Gervais's appearance. He was riffing on politicians, hypocrisy, and how they all drink from the same wine glass after the cameras are off. Then, casually, almost as a throwaway, he said, "I mean, Starmer and Sunak having a quiet dinner together. That's not unity, it's just bad taste." The crowd chuckled. But online, comment sections lit up like a bonfire. Wait, what dinner? Is he being serious or just taking the mick? Why would he mention that out of nowhere? Now, Ricky Gervais isn't exactly a political whistleblower. But he is plugged in. High profile. Connected to people in media, politics, and yes, fundraising circuits where politicians often mingle. So, was it a joke? Or was it a subtle signal, the kind comedians make when they know more than they're saying? 2 weeks before the gala, political rumors had already started swirling around a closed-door policy roundtable that included Labour and Conservative MPs. Unofficial. Off the record. And, according to one political blog, not all names were disclosed. That same week, both Starmer and Sunak were noticeably absent from public-facing duties for a 48-hour stretch, no clear explanation from their offices. Coincidence? Maybe. But now with Gervais randomly referencing a quiet dinner, some believe this wasn't stand-up material. It was a veiled nod to something real. After Gervais's bit, a clip of the moment began circulating on Reddit, titled, "Why is Gervais dropping intel like he's MI6?" Theories exploded. Some suggested the dinner was part of a backroom pact to maintain political continuity in case of a hung parliament. Others think it's about the economy, a private agreement to prevent sudden financial panic after the next election, regardless of who wins. One commenter wrote, "It's always theater. Tories or Labour, they play enemies on TV, but behind the scenes, they're toasting the same bankers." Now, to be clear, none of this is verified. But that hasn't stopped people from connecting dots. On X, formerly Twitter, one viral post read, "If Gervais is even half right, voters should be furious. This is exactly the kind of elite handshake politics we're sick of." Meanwhile, others defended the moment as nothing more than a satirical jab. People are seriously quoting comedians now like they're journalists. Get a grip. Still, the fact that Gervais hasn't clarified his comment, hasn't said it was a joke or explained the reference, only adds fuel. Some see it as intentional. A breadcrumb. A way to say, "Hey, this happened but you didn't notice." So why would a Starmer-Sunak dinner be such a big deal? Because these two are meant to be rivals, ideological opposites, leaders of parties that voters trust to stand apart. If the public even suspects that these men are aligning behind the scenes, it undercuts the entire political theater of opposition. People start asking, are they really different? Or just two versions of the same establishment? This is the same skepticism that's fueling Reform UK. It's why independents are gaining traction. It's why voter turnout is dropping. Because the more the public sees politicians as part of one big club, the less they believe any of them are truly representing the people. Insider whisperings aren't helping either. One mid-level Labour aide told a private podcast, "There's definitely been some cross-party cooperation going on, especially around defense, finance, and immigration strategy." And a former Conservative strategist recently said in an interview, "A joint statement between Starmer and Sunak in 2025 wouldn't surprise me. That's the way things are heading." Statements like those, plus moments like Gervais's joke, are starting to chip away at the illusion of clear-cut party boundaries. Maybe Ricky Gervais was just riffing. Maybe he heard something in passing. Maybe it was nothing. But if it was something, if even part of it reflects a real backchannel between the two most powerful political figures in the UK, then we're looking at a much deeper story. One that raises tough questions about transparency, trust, and the real state of British politics. Because at the end of the day, the public deserves to know if their vote decides leadership, or if the leaders are already deciding together behind closed doors. And that one line from Ricky might have been the only honest warning we'll get. Stay tuned.